Hi, my name is Kristen, and I'm doing this video to hopefully help women who are faced with the reality that you have to have a hysterectomy. Because when I first found out that I was going to have one, I was pretty scared. And I searched YouTube for videos to kind of help me just come to grips with what I was going to be dealing with. And I was overwhelmed by how much they helped me. And so I want to just be a help to anyone that I possibly can, because I know how much it meant to me when I had questions and when I was searching and looking and trying to figure things out for myself. So, little bit about my history. I'm 47 years old. I've had horrible periods my whole life. I mean, ever since day one, they've always been really heavy. I can remember being in school and being in high school, and you get 5 minutes in between classes to try to run to the bathroom and take care of stuff, and concerned about having accidents, and there's no way I would ever wear white pants. And it just, as I got a little bit older, I would have horrible, crippling cramps. I mean, if I didn't have access to a lot of ibuprofen, I was curled up on the floor in the fetal position. And horrible cramps continued until I had kids. I had 2 kids, and after I had them, my periods, I didn't have cramps anymore, but they just were heavy, and they just continued to be heavy. And as I got into my 30s and later 30s and early 40s, I would have horrible, large clots. I mean, like the size of a golf ball. And I literally would have to just sit in the shower with the water running for about 20 minutes because I was bleeding so heavily that I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't do anything. The minute I'd stand up to try to do something, here comes another huge blood clot. And it was just awful. So I looked into the different options. I thought about getting an ablation, and I actually had it scheduled and was going to do it, but I have really bad anxiety, and I also have struggled with depression. And so I chickened out, really, bottom line. I had this huge aversion to going under general anesthesia. I'm also an RN. I haven't worked as one for several years, but I remember the surgery rotation in nursing school and watching people get put under general anesthesia, watching them get intubated, and it just really freaked me out. And I just never had the desire to do that. It's probably just a completely unfounded fear, but I don't know. I guess everybody's got something that freaks them out, and that's kind of my thing. So that's really why I canceled the ablation. I thought, you know what? I've lived with these periods for this long. I'll just deal with it. No big deal. And so I canceled the procedure. And funny thing was that after that, I had 2 really light periods. One month and then the next month. And I thought, oh, maybe I'm beginning to go through menopause. Maybe, who knows what's going on here. And so I was really excited. But then I started on a new medicine for my anxiety and depression. And one of the side effects was heavy, irregular bleeding, menstrual bleeding. And so I had the period from hell. It kept getting worse each day. And I mean, I was literally just hemorrhaging. It was ridiculous. And so I had some birth control pills that my gynecologist had given me that I was going to take prior to the ablation so that I wouldn't have a period before that. And so I started on those. I had to take 3 in one day just to get the bleeding to slow down, and it didn't stop, it slowed down. So I made an appointment to go see her, and at that point in time my thinking was, I'm going to have her just put me on some kind of medication, some kind of birth control pills or something to control the bleeding, and I'll just treat it that way. Surgery was not even on the radar. And so I went in for my appointment. She walked into the room, and the first thing she said to me was, "Do you want to have a hysterectomy?" And I was just kind of like, deep down, I kind of felt like she was going to say that. But I don't know, it wasn't really on my radar. And so I kind of freaked out and kind of got real emotional. And I knew that it was the right thing to do, because having periods that heavy, that's no way to live your life. I mean, I had to plan my life around my period for years, and that's just no way to live. So I immediately contacted two of my friends that have had hysterectomies, and I said, "Tell me that this is just the greatest thing in the world. You know, I need some encouragement to do this because I'm scared." And they said, "Yes, you know, it's like your life becomes so much better." And so I started thinking about it, and I mean, I knew I needed to do it. It was never a question of, am I going to do this or not? I knew that I wanted to do it and I needed to do it. It was just trying to get myself in the right mental frame of mind to be able to be at peace with this and to go through with it. And really, it wasn't until I found other videos on YouTube of other women sharing their experiences, and I saw it just gave me such hope and such encouragement. And so I knew that, yes, this is going to make my life so much better, because it's the end of May now, and my period hasn't stopped since May 2nd. So it's been going on 4 weeks. And my surgery is scheduled for May 31st, which is a week from tomorrow. And I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be having a total hysterectomy, taking my ovaries and everything, because, you know, I'm 47. It's like, let's just take it all out and be done with it. That's kind of the point that I'm at right now. I'm going to be having the Da Vinci robotic surgery, and found a few videos about that. And from what I see, the recovery time is a lot quicker and pain is a lot less. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's gonna all come about. I'll definitely be doing a series of these videos to let you know how things are progressing. I go in on Friday to have my pre-op blood work done, and so I'll get some more information about the surgery and everything then, and I will do another video at that point. But I'm excited to go through this process, and I'm excited to share it, and I'm really hopeful that my experience can help someone.